Good morning, everybody. How we doing today? Hello. If you haven't seen it yet, I really recommend going to my main channel and watching the video I just uploaded. Very, very important. The most important one I've made so far. Hey, Wetlands. Have I ever oh my god. Have I ever tried the trailing stop in NinjaTrader? Yes. In the early experimentation phase, but not what I'm good at. Because going for bigger trades just makes me bad. Even just the idea of going for a bigger trade just nullifies my edge. Stops me from being rational. Got the high of day over here. Not that that matters, but I do like to sort of know where we are. Got my bell. No news today. Should be good. Trailing if you're going for 5 points, yeah. Well, I used to go for bigger moves. So it could have made a little bit more sense then, but I don't know. I think it's a good way to learn in the beginning to have a specific target and stop loss in mind. Because that sort of, well, I mean, there's two ways to approach it. You could just try to get as much as possible and then let it take you out, or when you have a specific target, you're thinking about a spot where you think price action is more likely to go than the stop loss. And the stop loss ideally is in a spot where your idea about what would happen is invalidated. But of course, now my approach is not moving the stop or target at all. So in that case, I'm looking at price action and trying to use what's happening to skew the results in my favor. Taking something that's 50-50 and then using my system to try to determine, even if it's just 51% more likely to go one way, then that's an edge. And that just happens to work better for me because of my strengths and weaknesses. Lots of weaknesses, but lots of strengths when I am very disciplined and, you know, it took a year exactly to figure out what that system was for me, instead of forcing something I wasn't very good at, even though it was technically the same approach as what I'm doing right now. Same system, just the little particulars have been adjusted to be better for me. Harry. Behind the voice there's a shredded muscular. Nah. I'm not ripped. I'm not skinny either. Used to work out a lot. Now I'm just lazy. Plus I have some genetic issues that make it really difficult to do certain workouts. I'm pretty much limited to just bench press and squats. And I have to wear some pretty firm gloves so that when I'm gripping something, I'm using the palm of my hands instead of my fingers, because they get locked into whatever position I grip something hard in, and it's very painful. Also very limited on the range of motion because my shoulders dislocate. A lot of successful traders seem to do regular fitness. Who are those successful traders though? Because when I hear that, I think of YouTuber influencers who don't actually know how to trade and make people think that you're supposed to get up at 3 a.m. and go for a 40-mile run and then work out in the gym for 3 hours and then eat a big meal and then meditate for an hour and then read a book and then do 2 hours of yoga and then take an ice bath and then sit in a hot tub, read another book, do another hour of yoga, analyze the charts for 4 hours, review the plan, and then not actually show anyone real trades because they don't know how to trade. The grip thing was normal? No. If I hold a box with my fingers at like a 90-degree angle, they will stay in that position until I painfully uncurl them. And I tested it one time to see if they would ever go back to normal on their own, and I gave up after half an hour. I'm not saying working out and meditation isn't helpful. I'm just saying the idea of what a successful trader does is, well, based on traders who don't actually trade, and they're influencers. All right, bit of direction so far. I'm gonna take a look at my notes real quick. The true edge. Only trading when you feel the edge. Sounds simple, but it's taken a long time to actually know what that is. Andrew's famous now. Only trade the middle. That's it. And pretty much just avoid direction. But not really. More importantly, it's just not, just because I know technically how direction should be traded doesn't mean I'm gonna trade it. But even in direction, there are brief moments where it's doing something that I'm confident in the type of trade I should take. So direction is okay, it's just waiting for the right moment. And no moving the stop loss or profit target, or at least not moving the stop loss unreasonably. Slow and steady. Still surviving on the funded account. At break even, which is good. I can be proud of that. A lot of new pressure. Made a few mistakes when I first started, and now I'm just sort of fixing everything when I started on the funded account. For some reason, started moving the profit target again, doing all sorts of weird stuff. That's right, Yevgeny. Diddle in the middle. That's my strategy. Just gonna keep on waiting. Just really have to focus on the fact that I know when it's tradable and when it's not for me. Just have to stay disciplined. Is my computer lagging? Just for a moment. I'm recording 2 things at once, streaming, 7 feet of monitors, a million applications open. But it's fine. This thing's a beast. I should have it for like the next 15 years. I think I got like 4 terabytes of storage too. All SSDs. Why do I trade with take profits when you don't know what the market will give you? Same reason I trade with a stop loss. I don't know how much I'm going to lose either. That doesn't mean you should not trade with a stop loss. Thank you, Agent 15. Appreciate that. Ah, leaf blower. Just kidding. Lawnmower. Although technically a lawnmower is just a bunch of swords with a leaf blower. You can call a lawnmower a leaf blower, but a leaf blower is not a lawnmower. Nah, I don't have a lawnmower guy. Well, I guess I do technically pay him through rent. I'm still waiting. Well, I guess it looks a little better when I zoom in. Okay. Let's focus up. Okay. Waiting. And we will be waiting longer. New low. Should you start with Trade Day or the others like Optimus and AMP? Trade Day is a prop firm. The others are brokers. You shouldn't trade with a prop firm until you have an edge. And that can be achieved, well, you find that through simulation trading. There's no point in trading with real money until you have an approach or system that works for you. If you can't make money on a sim account, probably not going to make money with real money on the line. But just because if you can make money on a sim account doesn't mean you'll make money with real money. But once you've got that edge, prop firms are a good transition to real money because you can ease into the new pressure and trade with size that actually means something, you know? Making $20 on a micro isn't going to pay the bills, but you also don't want to be exposing yourself to $200 swings with your real money to start with. I think that's the most powerful use of prop firms. That's what I'm doing. There's no easy way to transition to big size. You just have to do it, become desensitized. Missed my opportunity to sell, but I didn't really want to hit that sell button since we had just been going up. So not worried. Is looking good for a trade. Just gonna focus in. Hesitated on the buy. Missed my entry a little bit by a couple points. Thought I was getting filled lower, but worked out. Do need to be a little quicker. But you know, it do be moving a few points pretty quickly. It do be doing that. Wasn't brave enough to sell because that sort of would have been timing the break of consolidation a little bit. Unfortunate, but that's okay. Wow. That's exciting. All the way back down. Funny when that happens. Get a big candle just to have the very next one retrace almost the entire thing. How is it already 9:48? I'm so confused right now. If you would have asked me what time it was, I probably would have said 9:40. And 8 minutes might not seem like a lot, but when 8 minutes is half of your entire trading session. Where did I go? That's frustrating. That was not a good trade. It's not a good trade just because the profit target was basically in a spot where if it got there, it was probably going to break through, which means I was timing a reversal instead of just following what was happening. Trade was sort of like going for a low of day break, but without the reward. Ah, annoying. And once I made that comment about it being 9:48, I was like, I should stop. And I've told myself that if I ever think that, it's because I should. I'm almost never wrong about that. I took a trade and it didn't work. So instead of 5 points, break even. Absolutely nothing. Just paid for the experience. Alright, now the lawnmower's coming over. It's getting real loud. Unfortunate. But that's okay. How'd you guys do? I probably could have taken a few more trades, but it was a little chaotic. Not too chaotic, though. Good for trading. I'll do my outro. Alright, that's unfortunate. But thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. If you want to do your own prop firm evaluation, get funded like me, Trade Day's the best. And if you use my code, I would really appreciate that. Thank you. Bye-bye. Too bad. That's what happens when you don't follow. Struggling to find an edge? Don't know how to begin? That's actually what the video I just made on my main channel is about. If you go to iMan Trading and then click that first video, or the most recent one, it's the most helpful video I've ever made. I feel the goblin taking over. Day 2 practicing on demo. When should you start with an eval? Not anytime soon. You don't want to waste your money on prop firm evaluations until you have an edge. That'd be like entering a talent show for playing the piano on day 2 of playing the piano, going up against professionals. Prop firms test your skills. You gotta get the skills first. Otherwise, you'll just be wasting money. Thank you, Sam. It's Sificus. This sounds like I'm just promoting myself, but I've had a few people tell me that they had to watch it a couple times. It really is a ton of information that I go over extremely fast because that's what you have to do as a YouTuber. You know, I can't achieve my goal of helping people if everyone clicks off and it doesn't get recommended to new viewers, so I have to go fast. I seriously recommend watching it a couple times. Search iMan Trading on YouTube. It's my main channel. It's the most recent one I uploaded. Actually, you know what? Well, yeah. If you're really new, go to imantrading.org and then click on Trading Guide. And there you'll find the 1 hour long guide of every possible thing you need to get started. And then I've also got other videos that'll help you, along with the new video I just made. Just updated the website last night. Every day is a learning lesson. Could have ended when I thought I should have. And whenever I think that, it's always because I should. Oh well. Learning mindset. It can't hurt if it's just a lesson. It's kind of funny how exactly break even we are, though. Started the account at 50K. We've got to be like almost 2 weeks now on the account, right? At least a week and a half. Is that break even? That's funny. Yeah, Oliver, the thumbnail game sucks. But I've spent an absurd amount of time just on the title and thumbnail, and that seemed to be the best one. How long did it take me to pass the eval? 14 trading days. About a month. I also had a little vacation in there. There were a couple dumb decisions while in the eval where I went down and then was like, screw it. And then just happened to make a lot of money, but so I'm on a live account now. Yeah, I'm funded. This is I chose Trade Day's live sim option, which lets you stay on a funded sim account until the first $5,000 in profit, which is really great. Lets you bypass the data payments and stuff. Thank you, Digital Shade. I appreciate that. How much does it cost? Do you need to pay it monthly? I pay nothing since I'm funded, but during the evaluation, the price is per month. So if you pass in the first month, it's just that initial payment. And Trade Day doesn't have activation fees like Top Step and Apex. Top Step's activation fee is $150. So all these companies with cheap resets, they're actually more expensive if you plan on passing the evaluation because of that activation fee. And I don't know why you would be doing a prop firm evaluation if you don't expect to pass. So, I don't know. That's my take on it. Hey, Risk Sense. This is Ninja Trader, but you can use Tradeovate. They have a list of supported platforms on the FAQ. Sorry, Troy, I don't know anything about Forex Tester. Do I get the money I make from the sim? Yeah, the funded sim account has the same zero withdrawal restrictions policy. I could take out $20 right now if I wanted to. But Trade Day implemented that because a lot of traders fail the funded account pretty quickly. And since Trade Day was actually funding everyone with real money in the real market, it's apparently more cost effective to allow them to go on a funded sim account. All right, everybody, I'll end it there. annoying day. But nothing happened I didn't already know. Somehow lost track of time. And then when I realized it was 9:48, I thought to myself I should probably stop there. And every single time I've ever thought that is because I should. Hey Dylan, took a good trade. Was like, what the heck, it's 9:48. I thought it was like 9:38. I should stop there. Didn't stop. Took a stupid trade. So I just paid for the experience. Commissions. Break even, which has been the theme of this funded account. Coming up on 2 weeks and I'm plus $30. But as far as I'm concerned, that puts me ahead of like 80-something% of people who get funded. So I'm on the right track. Just really focusing on taking it slow. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it would have been a real inconvenience if I traded past 950. No more streams. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate all of you for watching. Hope your trading is going well. But more importantly, be like me and don't beat yourself up too much for making a mistake, because mistakes are just learning lessons or reinforcements of the learning lessons you already know, like my case. All right, you're awesome.